XRP has been pumping. It's been on fire. It's captivating a world audience at the edge of their seats, waiting for what XRP is going to do next. The XRP army, and what they want more than anything is a realistic price prediction. How high can this thing go? They don't want pipe dreams of, oh my God, it's going to be $1 million tomorrow and everyone's going to be driving around in Lambos by the end of the day. The XRP army wants facts. They want statistics. They want real evidence. They want proof that a realistic price prediction can be met. You want to look at your portfolio and you want to dream your wildest dreams, but you also want a dose of reality. So in today's video, I'm going to break down an honest price prediction of XRP. It's not XRP to $1 million. It's not XRP crashing to zero. It's something realistic and something actually based on evidence. So let's get into that video. Hi, I'm Steve. I quit my job over 13 years ago, been traveling the world since, thanks to my trading and investing skills. Join me for sponsorship-free TA with genuine value that actually works. Subscribe. Now, here we are. We are on XRP USD, and we're on the 2-week chart, and we're on Bitstamp. Bitstamp has all of the history of XRP as it relates to the US dollar, and we're going to break down an honest review. Now, in our prior video, we showed you that XRP has 2 explosive moves back to back, marking the cycle top every single cycle. Take a look. This green box, middle of your screen, RSI, the second time it gets into this green box, that's that second huge pump. Meaning the first time we enter the green box, it's the first huge pump. The second time we enter this green box, it's the second massive pump, an even bigger one, but it marks the cycle top. Then the whole thing repeats. In 2021, we enter the first time with the first huge pump. The second time we enter is the second huge pump, which dwarfs the first one, monumentally bigger. We're going to take this evidence and this math and apply it logically to what is a realistic price prediction for XRP. We're going to take more specifically what the difference was between that first huge pump and the second huge pump. We're going to look at what gain did XRP make between that first one and the second one in 2017. Then we're going to compare it to that first pump versus the second pump of 2021. How much higher did we go from that first one to the second one? We're going to take that math equation. We're going to look at what could be realistic based on the numbers we extract, and then we're going to apply it to this cycle. And we're going to get something that's realistic. Now, as you know, it could be quite difficult to predict huge pumps. It could be quite difficult to predict huge moves in XRP, but this is what I want to show you. This chart right here is something that we've been following for years and helping the XRP community. Now, we looked at this and you can clearly see when we started to pump. But more specifically, I want to tell you what I had to say about this chart 8 months ago. Roll the clip. Once price action breaks above this yellow line, that's when an explosion in price will happen. An explosion that XRP hasn't seen in recent years. It'll be significant because you have to think about it. This is a 6-year trend line, 6 years of pent-up aggression. Once you burst through that, it's like the walls will let go and price will just. So in that chart analysis 8 months ago, we said, hey, look, this thing is getting ready. And as soon as it breaks this trend line, which it had been holding for years and years and years, it will be an explosion. Not a small one, not a big one, a massive one. And you can see that that's the biggest move in years. Literally 8 months ago, we said it would be the biggest move in multiple years. So it's quite literally the biggest move since 2017. That's many years, right? Now that we've got that out of the way, we understand the pumps. We understand to look for these sort of clues. By the way, in my next video, I'm going to give my honest price prediction for XRP. So make sure you subscribe right now. You do not want to miss that. Subscribe. let's apply this logic to a realistic price prediction. Now, what we're going to start with is that first pump in 2017 and measuring how high XRP rose to the second pump. Now, I hope you're sitting down because it's a rather large number from that first one to the second one. And if we dig into it, you're not even going to believe how big of a pump this first one was, right? If we go back to where we were in price before then, it's thousands of percent. It just looks small on your screen. But more importantly, from this peak point to the actual top, what percentage gain was this? If we look at it closely, it's just under 800% in 2017 from this first top to the second top. And by the way, if you like straight shooters, you like facts in the charts, hit that subscribe button. You just found your new home. You've been looking everywhere for somebody to finally speak logically and not scream at you about charts with a bunch of hopium. So hit that subscribe button. No hype, just facts. Subscribe and relax. Now, first pump to second pump, top to top, 800%. Just salivate on that for a moment while we look at the 21. So you can see this is clearly that first big pump here, and this is the second. The second is always much larger than the first. However, what we have noticed is that it is larger in price action. However, the RSI makes a lower high, meaning it creates bearish divergence. Short lesson on bearish divergence. Price making a high, higher high, indicator making a high, lower high. In simple terms, whenever the indicator is doing the opposite of price, it's really time to pay attention because that's when a major move is coming, all right? Generally, a huge trend reversal. Now, we had 800 in 2017. What do we have here in 2021? From that first top right here to the second top, remember, the first one was 800%, the second one 150%. Now, one could look at this data and say, okay, well, it should be at least 150% up from here, which we're going to look at, with a maximum range of potentially up to 800%, which we'll look at. But what is realistic? How to take a realistic approach to a price prediction. This is one of the hardest things to do. And let me tell you, there's no professional trader in the world that will operate based on price predictions. Meaning, if we pick some number out of thin air that's based on math, we still are not going to close our eyes and sell at that number. What you want to do is always look for confluence when we're getting close to that number to see if the top could potentially be in. Now, you're going to subscribe because I will do my best to predict the top of XRP, so make sure you subscribe for that. By the way, shout out to the XRP army. I want you to share this video right now with someone in the XRP army to help them. Share it now. But we've got data points. We've got 800% in 2017. We have 150 in 2021. So let's take a further look at this, shall we? When we zoom in here, let's assume our first is that 150% range. When we're going up 150%, and again, this is assuming that XRP will continue the moves that it's done so far, meaning that this is potentially that first pump. This is essentially this and this. That's potentially where we are right now. And we're going to be seeing that second pump come potentially in mid-ish 2025. But how high will that second pump put us, right? If we go up roughly 150% from this cycle top to where we roughly are in today's world, drum roll please, it's telling us that a $7.25 XRP token is potentially in the cards. That's if we were to pretty much repeat the pattern of 2021, which, by the way, wasn't a really good cycle because we were in this formation, which essentially has that first cycle be a massive explosion, that second cycle be a catch your breath because the first cycle was so crazy, downtrending line, and that third one is where we break out of it and sort of repeat that first, and it potentially repeats again. Now, with that said, we can take into consideration this 150%, but we're also interested in where the 800% lies so we can create that range. Now, when we go up 800%, we're going to have to be careful here because you better be sitting down. This is a pretty high number. This would be extraordinary for XRP. Have I said that this is the most realistic yet? I haven't. I haven't unveiled that yet. Right now, we're doing exploratory research based on evidence in the chart. I will get to my what is realistic in a moment. So if we were to go up something like 800%, we're still not there. Oh my goodness. This is crazier than I anticipated. Okay, things are really heating up then. If we were to go up something like 800%, similarly to what we did in 2017, we're looking at potentially a $25 XRP. By the way, shout out to the XRP army. If you have held strong over the years, even though you were losing money for years, but you believed in the project and you held on, and now you're in profit, congrats to you. Congrats to anybody who held strong with any investment. You deserve all your success. If the crypto markets did something similar like this, there would be a tremendous amount of scams. There would be so many people being taken advantage of. But I hope you just hold on tight because money always moves from impatient hands to patient hands. Okay, so this is real talk. What we did in 2017, if we repeated something like that, it would bring a $25 XRP, plain and simple, right? If we did more in lines with what we did in 2021, we're talking about a $7.25. That's a pretty big range. So what's realistic? Well, what's realistic is it all comes down to this pattern that we're in. And my assumption is that XRP could repeat this pattern. If it were to do that, it would be more closer to the 2017 cycle as compared to the 2021 cycle, meaning the 2021 cycle was not the breakout cycle. The 2021 cycle was the lower high cycle. It was the cycle that needed to take its breath. Why? Because 2017 was just so ridiculous, right? We are potentially in more similar of a cycle to 2017. That will weigh more heavily in my assumption of what is potentially realistic for XRP. So now that we've got this out of the way, you can see the cycles in front of us. Let's start to unveil it, right? We have that kind of low end target of $7.25 and that upper end of $25. I would say what is a realistic is if you're an XRP fan and you've held XRP through the years, right? You're grateful for anything over $5, to be honest. And don't be greedy about it. The problem in every single bull is everyone gets too greedy. That's why we have a market cycle top. If humans didn't have greed as an emotion, we would never have market cycle booms and busts. We wouldn't have them. The only reason we have them is everyone gets too greedy. These are not my opinions. These are facts. For hundreds and hundreds of years, this is how humans operated. We've never been good at money, ever, or anything that even resembled money. We were always too greedy. So first and foremost, if XRP were to get above $5, you need to be grateful. Number one, that is the most important thing. So I would say anything over $5 is a huge win for XRP, but let's look at that $10 range. We start to understand, okay, if we were to do similar to 2021, it takes us to $7.25. $7.25 would be a realistic price target for XRP, but let's assume that we're more in line with the 17 than we are with the 21, but maybe not all the way on the end of 17. So I would say that a realistic price target for XRP, and again, this is just taking 2 data points. It's not like we have 13 data points in front of us with a lot of math to really hone in. We've got 2, let's be honest. But based on these 2, I would weigh a little bit heavier on potentially that $10 area of XRP potentially playing a role in this cycle if we were to more closely resemble 2017. I'm going to give a further explanation of this and potentially more updates on this. So leave a comment down below with your guess of what this is going to do this market cycle in terms of a realistic price prediction. Hit that subscribe button, share this with the XRP army, and I'll see you right back here in the next video. Do you want less stress and more success in crypto? Click this video right now.